for the purpose of serving the greater good of land, animals, and people.
The focus of LEAP's work in Southeast Asia is on Borneo, holding on to its premise that the new solutions for change could only be found in engagement and collaboration with each other. Water, a precious natural resource. It is part and parcel of Mother Nature. Water provides the all-important lifeline for all living creatures on Earth, those in the wild as well as human communities along riverbanks and those dwelling further inland. Hence, the management of water resource in a sustainable way is of vital importance to the livelihood and the very survival of all. Cities and towns are expanding, converting rural areas into streets, housing, offices, and factories. Such land changes have serious consequences to the quantity and quality of water. The government recognizes that firm action is needed to address these challenges of growth and development. It is imperative that water resources are managed in a sustainable manner. In order to ensure that there would be enough water available to meet the needs of the state without causing any serious damage to the natural environment, Sabah has in place the Water Resources Management Plan. Sabah has learned many lessons in nature conservation. The state has learned that the most effective means of meaningful conservation in a particular region is through habitat conservation. Natural habitats such as coral reefs and tropical rainforests are constantly under threat of destruction as a result of population growth and human activities. Hence, the state government has earmarked special areas and sites for specific protection. For instance, it has become vitally essential to limit the number of visitors to places like the Sipadan Island and other islands in the Tun Sakaran Marine Park in the Sampurna district. This is done to ensure that these ideal natural habitats for marine life are well guarded from danger of destruction or damage. The Bornean rhinoceros, a subspecies of the Sumatran rhinoceros, is one of the world's most endangered mammals. Conservationists believe that without human intervention, this animal will become extinct. The Sabah state government is therefore making serious efforts to address this issue of the rapidly dwindling number of rhino population.
At the moment, we reckon that less than 50 of them still occurring in the state. So all those doomed individuals will be collected, placed in a special area in Tabin Wildlife Reserve, and we will undertake a captive breeding program in semi-captivity type of environment in Tabin. And we are determined to do this captive breeding. Hopefully, with this last attempt, we could save this species from extinction.
In the last decade or so, there has been a major transformation of the landscape in the state of Sabah. One such prominent change is the emergence of large-scale oil palm plantations.
We see that there had been numerous habitat fragmentation, and this has resulted into human-animal conflict. We have formed a rescue unit, and we have rescued a lot of species of wildlife in the state. Examples are elephants, stranded orangutans in pocketed in the forest. We have this bear caught by people and kept as pets, and a lot other wild animal that has been displaced by this habitat fragmentation. And we found out that these elephants, they are either displaced because of the habitat fragmentation, or they have been injured in their body. So before we could release them to the wild, of course, our task would be to catch them, capture them. When they are injured, then we will medicate them. We will make sure that they are healthy before they're being released. And for the healthy animals of the elephants, we will try to study them through research by putting collars in their neck so that we can monitor their movement, and also monitor their whereabouts in a new area that we translocate them.
A conservation program at the Turtle Islands Park, 40 kilometers off the coast from the city of Sandakan, started shortly after the passing of the Fauna Conservation Ordinance in 1963. The first turtle hatchery in Malaysia was set up on Pulau Selingan, one of the 3 small islands at the park, in 1966. The other 2 islands are the Gulisan and Bakungan Kecil. These islands at the park are a safe haven for the endangered green and hawksbill turtles that come ashore each night to lay their eggs. Sabah Park rangers collect the eggs and place them at the hatchery. Incubation takes 50 to 60 days. Baby turtles from the hatcheries on all 3 islands are released into the sea. The Sabah Environmental Education Policy that aims to enhance environmental communication, education and awareness has become a platform for training of environmental education practitioners in the state. The Sabah minister responsible for environment has this message on the urgent need to educate everyone on conservation of environment, starting from the young.
The future of this world, in fact, the future of our country lies with the future generations. It is important that we have a generation that understand nature, who not only understand what conservation is all about, but they themselves will grow up being a passionate Malaysians who want to conserve. And for that reason, we hope that conservation will be a very, very important subject in schools. We need to educate our children right from the kindergarten why we need to conserve, why we need to look after Mother Earth. So, you see, really, it's for us to decide. We need to educate people so that they will continue to live in a very, very, very pleasant atmosphere, in a present state of affairs that we are enjoying now.
Among its hosts of programs and activities that the department carries out in the state, jointly with other bodies, is the National Environment Friendly School program called Sekolah Lestari that promotes environmental awareness and actions among students. Environmental information disseminated by the Environment Protection Department includes that on open burning, palm oil regulation, composting, smoke level from vehicles, and others. The Sabah Forestry Department developed a management system aimed at generating sustainable production of timber from the state's logged forest lands. Daramakot has proven over the years to be an outstanding example of a tropical forest area that can produce timber in a profitable and yet sustainable manner.
Daramakot is only a model. This model will only work if it is made to multiply. Daramakot is the mother of sustainable forest management in Sabah, if not in this country. With the support and approval of the state government, we've been able to multiply this concept to other areas. For example, Ulusugama Malwa, which is perhaps the largest great ape survival project in the world, which is being used as a model, which covers about 250,000 hectares of lowland forests, with very, very rich biodiversity. Perhaps arguably the richest area in the whole island of Borneo as far as biodiversity is concerned, particularly wildlife. And we're very proud of our achievements, and we believe we're going on the right track. We got a simple plan that works.
Indeed, the Daramakot model of sustainable forest management has been acclaimed by many local, national, as well as international observers.
After we spent 7 years, we found that these biological communities in Daramakot are very well preserved. There is no doubt that this is due to the application of sustainable forest management. And in that sense, Daramakot is a truly model case, not only for sustained yield of timber, but in the conservation of biological components. There's no doubt this is a great success, and I like to congratulate the Sabah Forestry Department for maintaining such a wonderful forest and applying ecologically friendly harvesting methods, management methods. And I do hope that Sabah Forestry Department can extend the same methods to other forest management units, or even they can tell other countries how to manage forests sustainably based on their experience. This is a model system that Sabah government can be proud of it.
The Sabah state government's policies and plans on conservation, accompanied by a wide-ranging agenda for action, are slowly producing positive results on the ground. Sabah has indeed become a shining example of a state in Malaysia that has taken seriously and put into practice on the ground the Agenda 21 of the Rio Earth Summit in June 1992. It was a commitment to sustainable development agreed by many of the world's governments at that summit, including Malaysia. What the state of Sabah has done is a true reflection of the declaration of the Rio Earth Summit that in part states that the right to development must be fulfilled so as to equitably meet development and environmental needs of present and future generations.